Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be able to welcome you to our first ever Women Empower event. I'm Trina Gunzel, and I'm thrilled to have an amazing panel of speakers today here with you who are all amazing, accomplished women and also graduates of our Stories to Success program. Every speaker you're going to hear from today has an amazing story of courage, of leadership, of inspiration that they're going to be able to share with you. And my intention of organizing this Women in Power event was to help speak some extra light and positivity into our world at this time when it's so needed. And as leaders, we rise during times of struggle. We help empower and inspire others. And as women, I want us to come together as the bright lights that we are in our home, being able to speak energy and positivity and help lift humanity up during this time. So we're so excited to have you as a part of this event. And again, my name is Trina Gunzel. I'm so excited you're here. If you didn't have a chance yet to register for the door prizes for this event, all of our speakers have donated either books, there's coaching sessions, there's CDs, there's DVDs, amazing prizes that you can win. So make sure that you go ahead and register for those free door prizes. And we're excited to jump in and get started today. If you are attending this live where it's streaming, we want to welcome you, and we're going to go ahead and jump in and get started. First of all, I would love to introduce Joy Villa. She's here today and being able to say good morning. Oh, hi, Joy.
Good morning, Trina. This is so exciting. Hello, everybody. My Joy Tribe and other people. Those are the people that follow me. I call my Joy Tribe. And this is really exciting because I love the ladies who are on this panel. I love you. I love what I've learned from your Stories to Success program. I'm actually launching my first ever program today, my Courage course, which is really great. My 4 steps to massive courage. So yay.
Awesome. It's going to be amazing. It looks a little chilly. I love your Wonder Woman cup.
It is cold. I know. I figured you ladies would like this. We're all Wonder Women today. We're speaking from the women's viewpoint to power, success, relationships, femininity. I mean, you guys are going to learn so much today. And I'm going to teach courage from my viewpoint and from my experience. And I'm really excited.
That's fantastic. Welcome, Joy, and welcome, Joy Tribe. We're so excited that you're here.
Yeah.
All right. I would love to introduce another one of our speakers. Miss AJ Bieber is here with us today.
Hello.
Hi, good morning. And AJ, where are you checking in from this morning?
Say that again?
Where are you checking in from this morning?
I'm checking in from Texas, from Rockwall, Texas.
Nice.
All right. So we've got Missouri, California, and Texas already on this scene today. And AJ, tell us a little bit more about where you are, how you're inspired to help women today, and what people can expect from you during the conference.
Absolutely. Well, my passion is to help women enjoy more fulfillment and intimacy and true connection and love in relationships by really getting in touch with that masculine and feminine energy within. So I am super excited to share this with you guys today. And thank you so much. It's an honor to be here.
You're welcome. And I went through AJ's course as well. All of these women are success stories from our Stories to Success program, and they're incredible. All of their programs are going to help you so much. And I really want to encourage you to connect with these women today. We're going to offer you a lot of value. And yes, if you're looking to ignite the light and spark within, AJ's course is amazing for that. Find courage and AJ's dynamite, and woo, things are really going to change for you.
Oh, yes, yes.
All right. Good morning. So happy to have you with us, AJ. And our next guest I want to introduce is Jenny Rainey Edwards, my amazing RV friend. Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
And Jenny, where are you checking in from today?
I am in, what town is this? Murphy, North Carolina. Sorry, y'all.
You must be traveling.
And so I tried to do this from outside so you could experience the RV park and the mountains and the snow and everything. It didn't so much work. So I had to find an office space to get inside to use. So it's not beautiful back there, but it's beautiful outside.
That's right.
I'm so excited to be a part of this event today. For almost 7 years now, I have been traveling around the country in an RV. And when I started out, I had zero experience. I was corporate America all the way. I bought my first RV with zero RV experience and hit the road. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. Now I drive a motorhome. And I am teaching people along the way how to do the thing you fear, live the life you dream. And I'm working with women all over the country that want to do exactly that. They've lost a spouse, either death, divorce, their kids are gone. And I'm helping them get out of debt and buy that RV and teaching them how to do it and enjoy the adventures and have fun.
I love that. I love your story and
Awesome.
connection. And Jenny and I connected because my family and I toured 3 years full time with our kids. We really teach that lifestyle friendly business so you can truly work anywhere with a cell phone signal. And we had so much fun sharing RV adventures. And it's a big deal for people, you know, to know how to take a rig and plan a family vacation. And with COVID, it's really nice to be able to be more mobile. You don't have to necessarily fly or go out of the country. There's so many beautiful things right here to see. So thank you, Jenny. We're looking forward to hearing more from you.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah.
Awesome. And our last Women in Power today for this event, our featured guest is Amy Dutton. I'm so excited that Amy is here to share with us. Amy Dutton of Rambaloo. All of these women not only are some of my favorite clients, they're truly some of my best friends. And I'm so excited that they're able to connect and share with you. Amy, are you here? Are you able to pop on your video?
Can you hear me?
Your video. Can you guys
My
see
video?
Can't see you. We can hear you, but we can't see you.
You can't see me. Oh my goodness. I thought I was. No,
Yeah,
okay.
there it is.
Can you see me?
Yes,
Oh,
Amy.
okay. I definitely need a tech person. That's not my strength. That is not my strength. I have strengths, but that's not one of them. Good morning. I'm so excited to be here. So my story is that I have been I'm a professional violinist. I've been playing since I was 3, and my family started up a band. It was not even their plan, but we've ended up becoming professional musicians and touring all over. We've played in every single state in the United States and toured overseas many times. And we settled down in Branson, Missouri, where we own a theater, a hotel, and a gift shop. So that's where I am today, is Branson, Missouri. And through this journey I've had, I've become our show director, as well as our lead violinist and everything. And so what I wanted to share is I'm going to be starting a course in January that people can join, and I want to help people with their confidence and sharing their story in whatever they want to present. And of course, my strength is creating a show, but I can help people, with whatever type of presentation they want to make, whether it's speech or a presentation, they've got something at their church or whatever, that I can help them create and use the story of their life to weave into their production. And something that has happened in my life is that my little boy, he's now 10, but when he was 3, he got leukemia, and he is now cancer-free. He's doing fantastic, but I've learned that sharing those vulnerable moments with our audiences really helps connect us to them. And so anyway, I'm just excited. I'm really excited to learn even more from Trina, and I'm so excited about all of the ladies here, and I'm so glad to get to know all of you. It's been amazing. Anyway, back to you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Amy, for all of these. I have not had the chance to get to know them personally. I want to encourage you, like their Facebook pages, reach out to them, connect with them. They're so amazing in their own right. And each of them has wonderful programs, knowledge, experience, expertise that they can share with you. And so I want to encourage you to connect with them more. And we're going to offer you a lot of value here today, just helping you see how you can overcome challenges and what that can do for you in your life when you share your real stories and you're vulnerable and you look a little bit deeper inside. We had specific questions come in that people wanted to ask. And so I'm going to kind of open this up. One of these that would be really fun for each of you, maybe we can put everybody on the panel. One of our guests, Sarah, asked, what are some of the biggest obstacles you ladies have had to overcome on your journey to success? So that might be fun to kind of think about that and answer that. For me personally, when my son was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when he was 4, my husband and I had a huge photography studio. I was very driven. I have a master's in education, and we literally had to stop that business because there was nobody to watch him and help him get insulin shots every 2 hours. So we shifted, went down the path of life coaching, helping people with grief, working through that ourselves. And then we saw so many people had the same need for a lifestyle friendly business. So we got into that, and it's been really fun helping people create power hours, being able to spend more time with your family and work from home. But that balance of family and work when you have medical needs and issues was a big obstacle for me personally. So I want to encourage you, if you have a medical issue or need or something you're struggling with right now, there's hope. There are ways and bigger solutions to help you. All right, ladies, how about you, Joy?
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. For me, one of the biggest obstacles was just knowing how good I am. You know, having that self-confidence to go after my dreams no matter what. Because a lot of times we get haters, we get people who tell us you can't do it, you shouldn't do it, society doesn't accept that. Whatever your dream is, you know, I'm teaching a course starting December 20th called the Courage Course, which you can go to courage.joyvilla.com to sign up. It's invite only. We're only taking a few people. We're going to close it after a certain number of people come in. And I'm going to personally teach you live how to gain courage. And that was my biggest obstacle, honestly, because if I look at everything, I mean, I'm blessed with good looks. Thank God. I'm blessed with talent that I worked on. I'm very smart. I've got the love of God, and I grew up with a good family. But even with all of that, I had a lot of trauma in my life that made me shut off from connecting with other people. I had issues, you know, with alcohol and drugs. I couldn't relate to men sometimes on a way that was passionate and it was real. It was very much like, oh, do you only want me for my body? So all of these things started breaking down my confidence, and I went a lot of different ways on my straight path, right? I aberrated when I know that if I could teach my young self now, I would say, ignore the haters. Don't do that. Don't fall into that trap. Don't go drinking and clubbing. Work on your craft and go forward. But it takes somebody to mentor and give that confidence and that courage to really go after. And so many times I doubted and I wasted time. So I would have said my self-confidence, even though I'm a very confident person today, it wasn't always like that. I was always doing actions. I was always moving. I was always shaking. But you can do a lot of something and get a lot of nothing.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not doing the right actions, if you're not having the right mindset. So that's what I'm teaching in my Courage course. Again, it's open to anyone watching this, men and women. It's going to be incredible. I'm teaching it live. So it's a $5,000 program that I'm not charging anywhere near that because I want to make it accessible and affordable for the end of the year. And we start December 20th. So you can go down there to courage.joyvilla.com. But it would be self-confidence and courage, my biggest obstacle.
I love that. Fantastic, Joy. And I love your story. It's been so fun getting to know you, and you're one of my dearest friends too, and seeing the things you've overcome and what you've accomplished. It is inspirational. And I know people who are hearing and seeing that today are excited to be a part of what you're creating. So absolutely awesome. How about AJ? What are the biggest obstacles you've had to overcome on your journey to success?
Well, I would definitely say the same thing, that it was myself that I had to overcome. And of course, being called into this area of intimacy and relationships, it's really about being able to share our own thoughts and our emotions, right? And so my dream was to write a book. And I wrote my book, I think I posted in our group, which is You and I, Inc., The Connection of Sexuality and Spirituality. And I knew at the age of 7 years old, I was supposed to write a book.
Wow.
But I didn't know what it was going to be on. And so I would say the biggest obstacle when it came to this was really being honest with myself and what it is that I believe, and my truth, and living my truth. And then being able to share that on a whole different level was like having to do everything it is that I teach now. So I think it's so important when we look within and know that these dreams have been placed in our heart. They've been placed in our heart for a reason. And so my biggest obstacle was myself, and being honest with myself and what my dreams are. And then also in my relationships and being able to share that. I think one of the biggest obstacles was moving for us. That could be a huge obstacle for a lot of comfortable, right?
Yeah.
Because we get in that place where it's a new place. We have to settle into our environment. So
Mhm.
there's been several obstacles, but my greatest inspiration and encouragement is to follow your dream. It's in your heart for a reason, and it's going to grow you and empower you and make you stronger and just keep you in tune with that truth of who you are. It's powerful.
Ooh, that's amazing. Yes.
I'm so proud
Yes.
of AJ too. Good job. So
I
she
love
had
you,
a
woman.
massive shift. I will never forget AJ's success story of she literally got out of her own way. We did a really fun session together where she thought she could have all or nothing. And there was this massive breakthrough where she literally changed her entire story and made 100,000 in a month because she was able to get out of her own way. So these are the kind of shifts that can happen when you have a real change within and you see who you are. So I want to just speak that light out to everyone today is love yourself. Because if you can love yourself enough to keep improving and see that there are so many possibilities for you, that's when things really change. So I love hearing your stories. It's amazing.
Yeah.
What about Jenny? What was one of the biggest obstacles that you had to overcome in your journey to success?
Oh my gosh. So, you know me, I came from a corporate background. I found success everywhere. I started companies, I worked for giant companies, and I walked away from it all to do what? I walked away from it to RV. And like I said before, I had zero experience RVing. And I think there were two obstacles. One was everyone said I was crazy and that I couldn't or shouldn't. Well,
Yeah.
my brain doesn't think that way. My brain, I can do anything. The problem is that I can't always really do anything. So I bought the RV. I'll never forget buying the big Class A. I'd had the little camper and the fifth wheel, and I've gone back and forth across the country with the fifth wheel. And I bought the Class A motorhome thinking, well, how hard can it be to drive it? I've done all these other things and gone around the country, but I didn't test drive it. I handed the dealership a tool and moved my things over and got behind the wheel, and I got out of the parking lot and I couldn't keep it on the road.
Yeah.
So sometimes my challenge is both a challenge and a blessing. Because I'm not afraid, I get out there, or usually actually I am afraid. I just do it anyway.
Yeah.
But I think my biggest challenge along the way was people telling me that I couldn't, and then having to learn how to do things a little bit backwards. And it's why I'm so excited about the things that I'm doing now. Those women that see me on the road by myself driving the RV that say, "You're living my dream," or "Aren't you afraid?" Well, I want to help those women experience what I've experienced and learn the things that I've learned and enjoy the life that I'm living now.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest challenge is people, others, and tuning those people out that say you can't. When I learned to do that, I really set out to living the life I dream.
I love that. It's a really good point too. You're right, because so many times if you want to do something and you want to make a bigger impact, there will be people that try to push you down, that try to tell you it's not possible. And we all want to speak out to all of you and say, you can. If there's a desire on your heart, if there's something that you want to do, if there's a bigger cause you want to be a part of so you can make a bigger impact, reach out to any of us. We're all leaders. We've been in your shoes. And keep going. Don't listen to those doubters and haters. Like if you are working to put more good in the world, you're going to find the people that want to be a part of what you're doing. That's awesome.
That's right.
All right. How about Amy? Amy Denton, do you have one of the biggest obstacles that you've had to overcome in your journey to success?
Well, I'm just absolutely loving listening to all you ladies, and I'm hearing the common thread that we have all struggled with in whether it's confidence or whatever. But I would have to agree with all these ladies, and especially the not listening to the negativity. That's so important. I think as we go through our lives, sometimes we let the negativity shape us more than the positivity. And so what I have you learn to do, and I constantly have to help myself do this, is to remember all of the gifts that God gave me and how wonderful those are, and how what I have is these gifts I have can help and bless others, and that is such a powerful thing. And so I want to try to help others be able to do that. And all of these different things that life throws us, all these negative things, you can turn them around into something positive. So, for example, my experience with my son, I've had friends that have had the same thing happen to them, where their child has gotten cancer and they have completely shut down. And so I get questions a lot. How did you do that? How did you make it through? How did you do shows every night? How did you smile? How did you do all that? And honestly, the whole time, I just felt lifted up. And I know that is a big part of it is my faith in God and in Christ. And I just knew that I was going to be okay. I didn't know, and that my son was going to be okay. Now, I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know how that they were going to be, that I was going to be okay and my son was going to be okay. But I felt a peace. And so I think that as we go through life and we learn how to have those different strengths, that we can get through the hard stuff and make it on. And right now, honestly, my family is really struggling with this whole COVID thing. Our livelihood is performing and having people gather together. So we took this crazy obstacle and we're making it work. And we are thanking the Lord every day that Branson is able to have live shows and we're open. So now we do the social distancing and we do all the safety measures and we cut out intermission and all that stuff, but we're making it work. And we're so grateful. So I think it's just figuring out how to make everything work with all the craziness that life throws us.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Amy.
You're welcome.
And part of it's just continuing to progress, right? Continuing to go on no matter what trials and challenges life throws our way. I think when we start thinking about this and realizing there will always be struggles and challenges, but when you look at those people you look up to throughout your life, those you respect and admire, they're the ones who kept going, who made it happen. So this next one, if everybody could come on the panel, I think it would be really fun to just see and ask you all at once. Here's another question from one of our viewers. It's fun to all be on here. I'm loving hearing all your stories, by the way, and it's fun. And I hope that people are commenting and enjoying this. A lot of people sent in questions ahead of time. So one of the ones I want to ask you each, and maybe you can think about this and try to get that one idea we can share. Tiffany asked, was there ever a time you wanted to quit? And what was it? Was there, let's see. Was there ever a time you wanted to quit? And if so, what was the turning point or motivation to keep going? Maybe I'll give you time for a second just to process that for a minute, and then I'll go around and ask each of you. So if there was ever a time you wanted to quit, and if so, what was the turning point or motivation to keep going? I know for me personally, it's always been my family. If something was hard and I needed to get it done, whether it was paying for insulin or medical expenses, type 1 diabetes is very, very expensive. And my son was in studies for 8 years. And when it was hard, like I didn't sleep through the night for 8 years, up every 2 hours because he was so little. What kept me going? My family, my faith in God, knowing and praying and knowing that no matter what challenges I went through, I think about Jesus and what he went through and knowing nothing could be that hard. So for me, that's always, I dig deep in it. Family and that faith that keeps me going. So I hope that helps you too. And maybe we could just have as a panel. Let's see. How about you, Joy? To quit?
Was there ever a time you wanted to quit? And if so, what was the turning point or motivation to keep going? First of all, I want to shout out to all my Joy Tribe out there, everyone watching. everybody's followers. I see all your comments. We're watching your comments too. Thank you guys for tuning in. Men are welcome to stay on this chat, by the way. This is empowering women. We are women in power, but men can also learn from that too. So don't think you have to leave. But you know, there's a lot of times I wanted to quit. This is a great question.
Yeah.
Every day I go through a moment where I want to quit. To be perfectly honest with you, I deal with, a lot of you guys know, I'm a political influencer. I deal with politics, which is a very heavy subject to deal with, you know, and a lot of people have told me you're so brave for what you do, for what you stand up for, you know, and I make no bones about, you know, that I am pro-God, pro-life, pro-America, pro babies, you know, I'm, you know, pro-life. So that's very hard to do in being in Hollywood. And I'm literally in Hollywood right now in Los Angeles and doing music and hitting #1 on Billboard, having toured 35 countries, and now I'm an author of a book that it hit #4 in the Amazon bestseller charts. You know, a lot of successes, but during all of those times, at least once maybe not every day, because, you know, we all have our good days and bad days, but multiple times during each of those projects on my way to completing them, I had moments where I wanted to give up. Yeah. I mean, burnout is real. I can tell you recently, I had a lot of emotional things go on in my relationship because I was burnt out by touring nonstop for almost 2 months, seeing thousands of people, you know, speaking, you know, pushing my book, doing all these things. And I got burnt out and trying to put this facade that I'm perfect and I'm happy and I'm okay. And I ended up causing a dissension within my personal relationship. And luckily, God is good. He brought us back together. So my boyfriend and I are happy and okay now. But I realized I burnt out and I start pushing things away. And that's what I do when I want to give up. I go, nope, I don't need this. I don't need that. I just start doing too much. And I've learned to sleep on it. Wait 24 hours. Don't start making decisions when you're in chaos voice. Chaos tells us different things. For me, chaos tells me, go, 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 do more. Fill up your calendar. Go, go, go. Just don't think about it. Just go. That's not God's voice. He's that still small voice, right? It's that knowingness that you can breathe, you can relax, you can retreat, you can rest, and you can recover, and everything will be okay. So yes is the answer to that question. And what do I do to combat that? The solution is to wait. If you feel like giving up, that's an action thing. I'm going to give up. No, you've invested money, time, effort into whatever it is you're doing. Don't just give up on it. Rest though. You can take a break. I realize I need to allow myself to take breaks. And that's how you combat that fatigue, that overexhaustion, that feeling of I need to give up on this.
I love that, Joy. That's awesome. And that's so important because a lot of people, they don't take the time and they rush and it gets worse. Thank you so much for that perspective. It's awesome. And thank you everybody who's posting in the comments. I know you're seeing a lot of them, Joy, too. Amazing. Like people are really excited. They're reading, they're asking questions. I love it. Okay, I want to make sure if anyone else wanted to speak on that topic from the whole panel. Did anyone else have anything else they want to share on that question before I ask another one?
Well, I've had many moments where I've wanted to quit too. I mean, I think I can totally relate to Joy and you know, those moments. So my thing is just to keep remembering that we are amazing women and we are amazing people, and that we have something to share with others. And so I love connecting with the audience. That's that is what I think about every day when I'm up on stage. And I think, okay, these people out there paid money to come and see me. And I want to do my best. And that honestly is a ton of motivation for me. So if there's been those days where I have literally been crying and having a breakdown in the dressing room, and where I started a show and tears are still running down my face and I'm trying to smile. So because of some really, really, really hard things I've gone through. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about a couple things right now. So, but we just, everybody has those experiences though. I mean, not up on stage, but everybody has those crazy, hard experiences. And so it's just getting, remembering, okay, what are we doing this for? And we were on the road for 1 full year. I mean, when you were talking about being on the road for a long time, and yeah, just getting burnt out and everything, but just remembering, okay, what am I doing this for? And for my family, honestly, we just want to, our mission has been, yes, to share our talent and to make a living, but it's to try to help other families. So we're trying to help, maybe have people feel like they want to go connect, reconnect with their parents, with their siblings. And we hear stories all the time about how I haven't talked to my mother in 20 years. And after watching your show, I decided to go give her a call. Things like that happen almost every day. And that is huge that's huge motivation. Just people just say, I just felt like reconnecting with my family. If you guys can do this, and let me tell you, we might look like we're perfect up on stage, but we are not. Running a business with your family is the hardest thing you could possibly imagine. So, I'm 46, and I still feel like a small child because my brother drives me nuts. So it's just the way it is. But anyway.
All right, Amy, thank you.
You're welcome.
Got something. It's Jenny.
Yeah, I appreciate that so much. I just wanted to take a minute and tell you there's men who are also checking in the comments. I'm just reading it. Wanted to share with all of you. Men and women are totally welcome to this event. We want to just share from our experience. Men, there will be a chance for a Men in Power event as well. People had emailed in the questions, and there was a Facebook group, so I'm pulling some of the questions out of there. But thank you for everybody who's commenting and interacting. We appreciate that so much. And Jenny, did you have a comment on that? And then we'll take another question.
I did. So Karen Mayhew, I may have just butchered her name. She said in these comments, I've been paralyzed by starting my business. I have a lot to learn in my field and I feel overwhelmed. How do you just start? So the question that you asked us, was there ever a time you wanted to quit? And if so, what was the turning point to keep going? And so the place that I wanted to quit was so many years ago that I was in corporate America and I was miserable, and day after day after day I wanted to quit. And finally it was just enough. I thought I was living the American dream, or so it looked, but it didn't feel like that in here. And so I would say the motivation or turning point for me was actually saying, I quit that life and I'm going to live the life I dream. That was my motivation to move forward, was to do something that I loved, that gave me the ability to give back to more people and help more people. So whatever it is that you would love to do, use that as your motivation. It doesn't matter if you don't know a lot about what you're doing. I knew nothing, zero. I bought that first RV and had never RV'd. And now I've been through 47 states so far by myself with my dog. And I'm loving it. So my motivation is go after the thing that I love or that I dream of doing. And it makes it all really easy.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much, Jenny, for reaching out. And yeah, for those of you who have those business questions too, that's what I coach on, consult on every day. And I found when you dig deep and you find your real purpose and you find things you can easily speak about for an hour, it gives you a way to be able to connect with people. So you can reach out to me directly also at www.trinagunzel.com. I'm happy to have a conversation with you. And it really helps to start getting that positive spiral going up in your life. Okay, the reason we wanted to do this panel is so you can see you're not alone. And even though people have accomplished amazing things, everyone has their own story to share. And one of the things I love coaching people on is seeing through those hard times in your life, that's when you actually, if you dig deep, you get the biggest blessings, because through those struggles and challenges, you have a lot to share. It's made you really strong. And when you put those things together, then you're able to magnify those words and help people and really magnify the Lord's work, because when you give him credit and thank him for those hard times too, it's just amazing to see that ripple effect. So thank you for everyone who's being here. We're loving your comments. A lot of people are just excited and putting a lot of things in the comments. So another one I want to share with you, and maybe Joy, I'm going to have you address this one.
Okay.
So I wanted to ask, how did you get started in your career? A lot of people are really curious. You've done a lot of amazing things, and I don't know if everyone's audience knows some of the things you've accomplished, but whether it's the modeling or singing, a lot of people are really curious, or public speaking. Would you speak to that, Joy?
Yeah, absolutely. And some people are asking if they can watch this on replay. You absolutely can. This is on my YouTube channel, Miss Joy Villa. It's on my Facebook page at Joy Villa Music. And we're also live streaming on Periscope for Twitter. And all of this can be replayed. And all the links for all the lovely ladies are in below. But how I got started, the short forms is I've always known I had a passion for being an artist. I mean, this was what I loved to do. And I was 5 years old, and I'm a preacher's kid. So I was raised growing up in the church, and I went to Christian school, Maranatha Christian Academy. Hey, shout out in California. And we ended up moving back and forth through New York as well. So I'm very LA, well, not LA at all, but I'm very California, and I'm also very New York. And now I live in Nashville. But growing up, I knew that I wanted to perform when I set foot on a stage at 5 years old doing a Christmas play. And I told my mom, she made the costume for me. Mom, I was an angel. The angel wings have to look perfect. I needed to be shiny and styled like this. My hair, I think I had a little makeup. I don't remember. I was 5 years old, and I was producer. I was like performance. This is, every little aspect. So I came into this life knowing something already, which was pretty profound. And all I knew though as a kid was like, this made me happy. Singing, performing, seeing the look on people's faces, this made others happy. So this was what I want to do. I'm happy, they're happy. It's a win-win. Pursuing that. So that started at 5 years old. My parents, I was lucky and blessed enough that my parents recognized that in me. And I'm a very strong-willed child. And so I kept asking for it. So they put me in acting classes. They put me in performance. I learned to play guitar. I learned to play piano. Like I learned all of these things. And my mom was very musical. So that's how I got started. And I actually produced local television at 16 years old for Comcast Cablevision, Youth Network Television. And I was able to learn how to run cameras. I learned how to produce, and I learned how to direct, and I also learned how to host. We had the mayor of my city on. So I was a small town celebrity at 16. Early because we knew what to do. We moved to Los Angeles. I started doing more music, but also a lot of acting. And then God told me, what about your music? Because I was focusing more on acting, and acting kept saying, take the flower out of your hair, not the red lipstick. You know, and I started getting tattoos. I have tattoos. I'm a very funky, colorful artist. Cover the tattoos. And so after a few years of that, I realized I'm an artist, but like, I don't want to be tied down. So in 2011, a producer found me, and I always dressed very flamboyantly and colorfully. And he said, when I see you, I hear music. So we went into the studio, my first single, Cold Wind, self-produced. He taught me the ins and out of the industry. And he was just like a local guy from St. Louis, Missouri, actually. And he's an awesome guy. We're still friends to this day. And so in 2011, that's when I professionally registered as a songwriter, started my own publishing company. And then shortly after that, my first song, Cold Wind, I ended up touring that around the world, actually. And there's a lot of details that went into all of that, how that happened. But basically what happened is I knew what I wanted, that focus. And then I had the courage to go after it. Everything I did led to the next step. And I have toured 35 countries, self-toured, independent. I'm an independent artist. I now have hit the Billboard charts. I mean, there's a lot of intricacies and decisions I made along the way that I don't want to take up too much time, but I'd be happy to share that with you when I teach my course December 20th. Make sure you guys sign up for that, courage.joyvilla.com. That's the Courage course, the 4 steps to massive courage, courage.joyvilla.com. And I'll be teaching that live. So please sign up. But that's how I got started. And I just kept going. I just kept going. So hopefully that answers the question.
I love that. Yes, that's awesome, Joy. That's perfect, because a lot of people, they show up to events like this because they're curious. And this is such an amazing panel of accomplished women with all different things, from touring solo, like maybe we can just have the whole panel picture up for a minute, but as authors, as entertainers, as speakers, as world travelers, like what a combination of women who just love, who came together today to serve and to share with you. And thank you everybody who's putting just the nicest comments I'm reading. Like
I know.
Questions ahead of time. So you guys who are asking that, I'm kind of pulling from the questions that were in the private Facebook group that people sent in. But it's amazing. You see that no matter what you go through, we're all around the country. You're not alone, and everybody's here to help you. They want to see and connect. That was a big theme that people wanted, was like they're feeling alone and isolated. They want to see how they can connect during this time. And I might put this one out to you, AJ. This is kind of a cool question. Someone said, how can we stay connected when we can't be face to face? And I think that was part of my intention, right? With the Facebook group or like this right now, most people, even after a year promoting, couldn't get 300, let alone broadcast out to like 500,000 in a week. And there's like 300 who registered for the event. And, we're just donating, we're helping. So we want to answer your questions and empower you. AJ's done kind of a cool thing with her community, right? Maybe you want to speak a little bit about that, AJ, with your Ignite the Light, because private is a nice way to cultivate community.
Well, absolutely. Well, I think that kind of boils down to intimacy. So a lot of women struggle when it comes to either developing an intimate relationship or even maintaining the intimate relationship they're in. And let's just face it, COVID has kind of kept us indoors, where we are with our families or with these, close people, or we're by ourselves and we're feeling that on a massive level. So we're having to either be intimate with ourselves or intimate with others. And to me, intimacy breaks down to three things. It's sharing in an intimate relationship. It's sharing our thoughts, it's sharing our emotions, and it's sharing our bodies. And so I think, to answer your question, Trina, it's really about being able to look within ourselves and get honest with those parts of ourselves. And that's what my course, Ignite the Light, teaches. Is it starts with the honesty in our relationship with ourselves first, in order to share that with others. We have to love ourselves in order to love others, or love others as we love ourselves. Relationships are mirrors that enhance that around us. So right now, for the women who are really struggling, wanting to have a relationship but can't get out and date, or can't, be out there, I think one of the things that would be great is to see this as the gift to go within and really get to know yourself, be so comfortable with those parts of yourself so that you will recognize that when you meet your soulmate. Or if you're with someone and you're really challenged, or you don't feel desire to be with them, or things are just crazy right now because of life, then to be able to recognize that this is just an opportunity for you to come together even stronger. And in order to do that, I feel like it's going to take that level of intimacy, which is what I teach. It's so important. And like I said, it starts with the foundation, that love within ourselves, to be able to share that with others. And this is an amazing time to focus in there. So yes, Ignite the Light, it's something that I offer, and I would love to speak with anybody who's interested, or you can go to ignitethelight.net. I think it's put in the comments or on the screen there.
Perfect.
To be able to ignite that part in your relationships and that intimacy within.
That's so needed, AJ. It's so true. And I love how many marriages have been restored, and just communication. You're a fantastic communicator. And so, if you haven't had a chance to go through AJ's program, she does ongoing enrollment, and then there's even private coaching. So fantastic. Thank you, AJ.
You're welcome.
All right. And I might kick this one out to Amy Dutton. Maybe just think about one thing that you can share. The question someone sent in was, what is the best thing you do to gain peace of mind?
Ooh.
And so, who wants to answer this, you can. This is a really good question. Lori sent this one out to us. She said, what is the best thing you can do to gain peace of mind? And maybe before you
go, Amy.
Life.
So that's a really, really good question. And the problem is with me, I just stay so incredibly busy. So right now, this is a really good question. Because of COVID, we've actually, we're not using as much as our staff as we normally do. So before the show, I'm out there ushering and people, and, you know, showing people to their seats, and our family members are, you know, selling concessions, and we do this Dutton Fudge, selling fudge. My sister-in-law's our box office manager. And so anyway, we're just go all the time. And then I have 4 boys. My husband and I have 4 boys. It's just completely just nuts all the time. So sometimes I actually I have like this little image in my mind, especially when my 16-year-old, Julian, I love him, but he has this thing sometimes he does, and so I actually like will picture myself meditating, you know, in my mind, but I do that all the time. I actually take myself mentally there, but I just try to learn little tricks to, first of all, the best thing to do, for me, is to remember what I have to be grateful for. So that automatically will calm me down. If I'm really stressed, I just think, okay, what I have is wonderful. Even if we can get ourselves down, but if you just remember what we have to be grateful for, I think that is an automatic way to kind of calm things down. But another thing I do, I just absolutely love, so I majored in classical violin, and so I absolutely love classical music, and I love all types of music. I love it all. But if I really want to get calmed down, I put on my Baroque or whatever, you know, my Bach, or I step into a room and I play some Bach on my violin. So those are ways that I just, if I pick up my violin, actually picking up my violin is probably one of the quickest ways I could calm down. And I know everybody doesn't play the violin, but we can use these tricks, you know. Music has so much power. And I think we can all take ourselves back to that moment where, you know, a song has touched us in a way that you know, we haven't been touched before, and where we felt the spirit, where we felt you know, joy and love. So anyway.
Awesome. Thank you, Amy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And yeah, if everyone can't maybe jump up and play a violin, I know Joy and I talk a lot about walking, you know, how good it is to take a walk in the present time. Jenny, where you're at, you know, out, I know traveling, she always finds some kind of water and she's sharing this beautiful scenery. So that helps people, you know, gaining peace of mind. If anyone from the panel, if you had one thing you want to share to help people gain peace of mind, especially in this time, is there someone who would like to answer that one? Jenny, maybe you have, or Joy,
Yeah. Go. Jenny, you want to go?
Yeah, thanks. When I'm really stressed or really missing people because we can't be face to face, video chatting rocks. And I've got my best friend on speed dial. You know, take advantage of that best friend or that close relative that you have, and just hit the send button on FaceTime or Zoom, and I just take the time away to talk to her, and that gives me so much peace of mind. It hits the reset button and I get to start over.
Awesome. I love that. Thank you, Jenny. So good. How about
Joy?
Yeah,
one of the big things I love what you guys are all saying, and what Amy said about music. Being a musician as well, you know, it's so true. And often I feel like I don't always create out of my chaos, and that's a really important tool. Is if you are feeling chaos, like what I'll do a lot, and Trina knows this, I'll leave her a voice note. You know, all you need is that one friend, because Trina is a mentor to me and one of my best friends, and she's helped me build my courage program, you know, and my courses, and like doing this, you know, has been such a great breakthrough for me, because as I am building this program, the worksheets, the content, all of these steps that I'm going to teach you guys come December 20th, and you guys can just sign up there for more information. And please, it's a limited amount of people can sign up. So please go to courage.joyvilla.com. But as I'm doing this, you guys, and this has taken months and months, and honestly, this is gleaning years of information since I was 5 years old. Really, I've been a performer, for that long, almost 30 years, if you can believe it. That's insane to me. But it's been a stressful road, and I have been using the same principles that I'm going to teach you guys for myself. And one of the big things, I have my 10 commandments of courage, which is part of the bonus that you get when you sign up for the course. But taking a walk, silencing the chaos, and also a big thing for me is to create out of it. So leaving voice notes. If you have that one friend you can talk to, just like Jenny said, she calls a friend, she FaceTimes. Even if you don't have a person, because I'm an introvert and sometimes I don't want to be on the phone with someone else, leaving voice notes. I tell you, it's the best thing. Leave a voice note to yourself. It's verbal journaling. If you are more an auditory person, there's an app called Voxer. It's free. I leave voice notes to myself. It gets it out of my head and onto something else. And that's journaling, the same thing. I used to do a lot of writing, but walking and voice noting, looking at the sunshine, walking in the evening, looking at trees, looking at animals, that really gets me out of my head. And as I'm voice noting, I'm talking to God, I'm talking to myself, maybe I'm talking to the certain person I'm having an issue with, or I'm just, it's like an audible meditation prayer thing that I do that just really heals me. So I think I'm not the only one that's an audible learner like that. Get on your phone. There's a voice note app on every phone. It's free. Just leave yourself a voice note. You don't ever even have to listen to it, but it gets it out of here and out into the universe. And then you can go home and do something about it. Take a hot bath or listen to music, or get into action if you came up with a great idea. Oftentimes at the end of these 15-minute voice notes I leave myself, I come up with a great idea. Or to Trina, I leave them on to Trina, and I'm like, you don't even have to listen to this, Trina, but I'm just going to talk, and she'll be like, I did listen, and that was a great idea you came up with. So there's my advice for peace in these times. And of course, prayer and leaning on a higher power. For me, it's Jesus Christ. For me, it's God the Father. So, that's very, very important to get in touch with your spirituality.
I love that. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, ladies. Everything in the comments I'm seeing, people are super excited. They are loving this. If you have continuous, there's more comments that you want to ask. If we weren't able to address it in the full panel, you can join that Facebook group where we're actually continuing to interact. There's prizes in there. Everybody donated books or CDs or DVDs. There's a copy of mine too, even some free coaching. So you have chances to win some amazing prizes in there. And our intention through this, women in power, but I hope you can see through the whole group, we're very feminine women. You have feminine and masculine, but we love families. We love Jesus. We love being able to serve and help. And so this is not coming from a harsh perspective. We want to lift up guys too, in our families as the women. If you're a wife in the home, being that light and encouraging your husband, encouraging your families. One of the questions that someone else asked was, how do we be a positive influence and make a positive difference in our community during a pandemic? I think that is an awesome question. And I've seen some really cool things people are doing creatively outside the box, just like this. We couldn't get together in person right now, but we didn't let that stop us. We're finding a way to spread light. So if anyone has one they want to share with that, Jenny, where you're out in North Carolina, are there some cool things that you're able to do? Just maybe a short thing at the RV park you guys are doing to be a positive part of the community during this pandemic?
So it's not so much at the RV park, but in this little town, there is a farmer's market. It's an outdoor farmer's market every Saturday. And so there are the people with their masks on, and you're outdoors, and people are doing a great job of staying further away from each other. The fabulous thing is that the community has come together and they're shopping at the farmer's market before they go to a grocery store. They're buying from local people, whether it's fresh eggs or vegetables or plants or Christmas decorations. That's how this area is pulling together to help the community, is those people that don't have jobs. They found a way to make money, and we're supporting them. Yeah, maybe I pay $3 for a dozen eggs,
Sure.
But what I get back, so many times these people will say, here, take a pepper. Here, I made this for you. And people are just really giving to each other and supporting local.
I love that. That's awesome. All right. And ladies, what we're going to do is we're kind of starting to wrap up the conference. We can stay on a little bit more if there's any more questions people put in the comments. But can you go ahead and put everybody up on the panel for a minute? What I wanted to do is, thank everybody who showed up today. I'm going to look and see if there's a few more comments. Smile because I'm taking your picture.
I love it. So great.
Just a fun event for us to be able to come together. I've been blessed to be your coach through this and get to help all of you create your amazing programs. I love helping leaders magnify their influence in the world and seeing the lives you're changing, the fans you have that absolutely adore you, who want to be a part of your courses and the things you're creating. I want to encourage everybody who's listening and seeing this, you can reach out to them directly. Everybody's website in the comments. You can go to the groups. I'm going to give you ladies a chance to just go through and say one of your sites or one of your courses that you want people to go to, just so that people can make sure to have that resource. We'll stick on here for a little bit more in case anybody has specific questions they want to finish up asking. But thank you, ladies, for taking the time. We all gifted our time to put on this conference, and how nice. People didn't have to travel. They didn't have to pay for a hotel. Like, we just got to be here. Comment in the comments if you're interested in coming and joining us at a Women in Power retreat or a conference in the future or future events. Let us know, because we're happy to do that. That's more speakers I'm going to have and be coming together, and some of us will be teaming for those events. So let us know. People say thank you for this time. They feel energized and built up. Everyone gave wonderful advice. They love it. God bless you all.
Great. I know people are awesome. Thank you guys. Shout out to everybody. Tiffany says she feels uplifted. These are amazing people. Wendy says, God bless you all. People are like, someone said that they were crying this morning and then they saw this and they feel better. I am so excited. I mean, it's amazing. The comments are like, I'm uplifted. I feel better. Edith says, I was crying this morning. You guys calmed me down. Thank you. So many comments about this, I mean, you guys, please reach out to us. Joy Tribe. I'm hosting this on my channel. So you guys click, subscribe, follow, not just me, but all of these amazing women. A lot of you guys need this during this time, men and women, but we are reaching out to our lady folk because we know that it's, we like to uplift our group, our women helping women, doing this. And we have to thank Trina for hosting this.
Yay!
She put this together. She got us all together, which is no easy feat because we're all powerful entrepreneurs doing our thing, and scheduling is a big thing. So we've been chatting for months now because she put us together and we would meet weekly. So this is her fruition. This blossomed. And to Stefan Rosen.
Yes.
Guy, he put this together, in the midst of all of the Wi-Fi, whatever. We got to be able to provide this for you guys. AJ, Jenny, Amy, and Trina. I mean, it's an honor to be here with you ladies. I learned a lot.
Thank you all.
I've enjoyed this so much.
Yay!
Thank you, Amy. Thank you, AJ.
Oh, you're welcome. And if anybody wants to see what my crazy family's up to, we're going to be tonight at 7 Central, our YouTube live. We do it every Thursday. So if you want to, it's about half an hour, so you can meet some of my brothers and my sister, and we're going to be featuring some stuff from through the years that we've produced on TV tonight, and also do a couple live songs. I think we're going to do Jingle Bell Rock, and I don't know. We've been so busy. We're producing our Christmas special right now, so we've been filming. But anyway, so we've got a live YouTube live tonight, so you can come youtube.com/the.news.
Wow,
anyway.
Great.
Awesome. Thank you.
We want to see that. That's tonight, 7 p.m. live.
Oh,
you guys are doing a show.
Oh, and shout out to Tiffany. She's watching right now. She's a great friend, and I know she's signed up Trina with you. Tiffany Myers, and you read one of her comments, Joy. Yeah, she's awesome.
Yay, that's so great. And I'm putting all the links in my comments too.
Perfect.
This is on my social media channels. Like, subscribe, follow all the ladies. I'm teaching my Courage course December 20th, but you have to sign up because we locked down the registration after a certain time. And so I'm not going to take any new people, but this is my first course ever and the only one I'll be teaching live in this year. And so please.
Oh, I
go.
want to
Yes,
take
go.
it, Joy. I want to take your
It's
course.
amazing. Take it, Amy. I want to take
All of you guys. I want to do it all. I want to hop in your RV. I want to.
I know. I want to learn about the RV. There was someone who also said that was their dream. So you guys follow Jenny, and AJ's got the feminine dating and
I love it.
relationship coaching. Are you kidding me? Who doesn't need that? Trina,
I love AJ.
Hour.
These are
I
freaking
love.
incredible.
I know. I love AJ. I love your ignite the light. I just think that's so
Ignite the
beautiful.
light.
I
Yes.
just I love it.
Yes,
I love
it's
it.
so important. It resets the energy that's out there. Courage.joyvilla.com. Make sure you guys sign up for the course. That link will tell you everything. It's invite only. And yeah, I'm going to shut up now and let Trina lead this.
It was perfect. No, everybody did so amazing. Thank you, everyone who joined us. We hope this leaves you super happy. And a big thing Women in Power was to push this light and energy through the holidays. We know it's almost Christmas. We wanted to bring you some cheer, end the year on a high note, and let you know that all is not lost. If we team together, I hope you can feel the Holy Spirit. Like, I just wanted to send some light out to all of you. And is it cool? We'll see. Maybe it won't shut down the live stream. Is it cool if we end with a prayer? I'd be excited.
Yes, I would love to do that.
And I would love anyone, we all have donated gifts and prizes. So make sure you get that link, because on there, there's going to be drawings. We'll email you some special offers. I'll be able to email out everybody's offers and links so you can get in touch with any of the speakers in case you didn't catch that during the live stream. And yeah, we pray you were uplifted. Thank you, ladies, for taking the time. This was amazing. So, or Joy, do you want to lead the prayer? I don't care.
Oh, I'd love to. I'll open it up.
Go for it. All
Dear
right.
Father God, thank you so much for bringing these powerful, incredible women together, all of us. You gave us such a strong, just spirit of help. We want to help others. We want to use what we've learned to help others. So bless these ladies and bless all our viewers who are watching this, watching it live, watching the replay. I pray that you uplift them, that you meet them where they're at right now so that they can be magnified in their lives, that they can unleash the warrior that's inside of them so that they can teach courses and do public speaking and be authoring and create the best relationship for their family, their kids during this holidays, that we can use this time during a lockdown, during a pandemic, during chaos and craziness to breathe, relax, and restore our sense of selves and be better and stronger. Father, let us use this time to really unleash and unlock the power that you gave us through your Holy Spirit. You've given us not a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power and of love and of a sound mind. So I pray that for each and every viewer from now into eternity who's watching this, that they receive that and that they go, they glow, and they become more powerful men and women in your holy mighty name. Does anyone else want to add anything?
Amen.
Oh, people said amen.
Amen. I love it.
And I know people had asked, there were people who were worried, and I want to honor this comment. Someone said, as Women in Power, if I couldn't make it to the event, am I going to be able to get the replay? And I just want to give you, I just felt prompted to it's a gift. It's in the groups. If you're in any of these groups, it's going to be right there, live stream replayed for you. So enjoy that. If you sign up and you want to be here, absolutely, we want you to have it. I just don't like to promise things in case the tech didn't work and I had no recording, because then
Well, it'll be on my YouTube channel, my Facebook, and also my Instagram that they can replay it too.
I'm going to replay everything on all of my family's platforms as well.
Perfect. And Amy's page, Jenny's page, right? You guys link it and share it. AJ's page,
so you've got it.
Tina's page. So yay.
Love it. Love the comments. Thank you, everybody who attended this event today. We were so excited. This is the first Women in Power event, and hopefully lots more to come looking ahead. So connect with everyone. Joy Villa, Jenny Rainey, Amy Dutton, and AJ Bieber. We're all blessed to be a part of this event. Thank you, and have a wonderful week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.